Hello, everybody. Hope all y'all are having a good day today. It's Friday morning here in the Philippines, and Lynn and I and a couple of the volunteers are getting last-minute supplies. We're getting last-minute supplies for today's family bonding and feeding. We're using the street market. They have the street market every Friday at the base of the mountain here in Bagumbang. So it's a pretty cool place to go. You can get your knives sharpened, you can get fresh eggs, you can get oil, just vegetables, just anything, pretty much anything you need to live here on the islands, you can get down here at this market. For a couple of weeks now, I've been struggling with some serious issues with both of my eyes, especially my left eye, though. It's really been giving me fits. I've been talking to a good friend of mine from here on YouTube, and Joshua, and he's kind of been experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing. It's pretty wild right now. There's flashes in your peripheral vision, and then these crazy floaters that just will not get out of the way. Right now, my left eye is almost totally useless. It's just, I've thought about covering it up so I'll stop being distracted by these black lines that are in there. It's really discouraging. My friend Joshua was telling me that the other night, he was seeing this like dark shadow and then these flashes, and he's still suffering with it. And the other night I got up to go to the restroom, and whenever I started walking, I started getting flashes of light, and then suddenly everything in the room was magnified right up to my face. I almost had a panic attack because it was like I was looking through a magnifying glass at everything. It's really, really strange. And then it went away just as fast as it came, but it seems to be getting worse. About 6 months ago, Lynn and I had this American man here in the Philippines really causing us problems. I've known him for a little over a year now, and I've tried to help him as best I could. I had one of the Filipino pastors here make contact with me and told me that there's an American man here that he thinks needs help. The guy just seriously got drinking issues and prescription drugs and things like that, and he's been almost killed several times. People just beating him up because he just starts drinking, and he just gets stupid, a stupid drunk. We've even helped him go to rehab, and rehab here in the Philippines ain't like it is in America. It's rough, but we've took him to rehab. The deal is he's not an addict. His body is not physically addicted to anything. He just wants to party, okay? And he's always blaming his past for why he wants to party. I witnessed this and I witnessed that, and nothing worse than I've ever experienced, or most of you guys out there have ever experienced, but he's always blaming something outside of himself for all his problems. His girlfriend got pregnant, and he was thinking, well, when she has the baby, everything's gonna be good again. I'll do good. And then, the baby came, and he was, finding excuses to party. Well, it's her first month birthday, or it's her christening, or this or that, and so you get drunk, get beat up, or he'd fall downstairs and break his arm, his hip, whatever. I mean, just, the guy's a train wreck. He left rehab early because he said he had it, Don't worry, I'm under control now, And I guess about 6 months ago, his wife started calling us saying, you gotta please let him come stay at your house. He really, really feels like that if he comes and stays at your house for an extended amount of time, live with us, that he'll get better, and that he'll be okay. The problem is this guy, when you're talking to him about your experiences and trying to share with him about God and how God can take that stuff away from you and everything, he's not listening. He's thinking about what he's going to say next, Nothing is getting into him. During the time when we were really, really trying to prepare hard for our 1 year anniversary of family bonding, he and his wife really started putting the pressure on us for him to come and stay with us. And I knew that if he came here, he would just cause problems. I mean, I knew he would find a way to find alcohol or whatever and get drunk, and he would make future love look really bad, because he would be connected to us. At the time, my Nana was having a lot of serious issues. She had double pneumonia, both lungs. One of her lungs was partially collapsed. We had her in the hospital for a while. On top of that, trying to get everything ready for this 1 year anniversary. And it's like, we would tell him, hey, just, we got a lot going on right now, just give us some time. After we get all this stuff done, we had agreed, we'll let you come and you can stay in our payag, our hut, and we'll make a little room out of it and you can stay out there for a while. But we were just like, just give us time. Can't you see we're busy? Our life is here on Facebook and YouTube. You see what we're doing, right? And so they were like, okay, we're cool with that for now. Well, the day after the family bonding, the 1 year anniversary, I get this video. He sends me a video in Messenger. And it's him. He's filming himself hanging himself. He's making all these gurgling noises and everything, and I'm like, look, if you're videotaping yourself, hanging yourself, you're not serious. You're just trying to get my attention and trying to make me feel guilty that I hadn't let you come to my house yet. And I realized then, I was thinking it before, but I totally understood then that he is a program. He's not a troubled soul. He came here to the Philippines, his sole purpose, because he came here way after me. His sole purpose was to come here and cause chaos with this ministry and try to disrupt it. I sent him a video and I chewed him out. I said, you're not welcome at my home, you stay away. You need to go get some serious help. The other day, Lynn and I went to Malawi because I went to the eye doctor for them to do some tests on my eyes. I've got a final test I have to do Saturday, tomorrow. But we went to Malawi, and after we went to the doctor, I was just thinking, what if all this problem with my eyes and everything is maybe we're upgrading, we're changing, our avatars are getting that DNA upgrade or something, and I was just kind of entertaining that thought. And we went to Jollibee. Jollibee is like a McDonald's, it's like the Philippine version of McDonald's. And we went in there to get something to eat, and we were finishing up. We were pretty much done with everything, and suddenly, just in my spirit, most of you guys know when the Spirit of God speaks to you, sometimes it's not a voice, but it's a voice, if that makes sense. But you just knew I was hearing, Jeremy's here, and suddenly I started looking up and looking around because the guy's psychotic, you can't trust him. I started looking around, and Lynn was like, what's up? And I said, Jeremy's here, I feel him, I know he's here. And she said, well, let's go. We go and we get in my truck, and as soon as I start backing out, he walks in the door of Jollibee. God is so good, y'all, that when God does stuff like that for me, it just reassures me, hey, no matter what you're going through, I am always here watching out for you. I've really been stressing about my eyes and all this that's going on, and whenever God speaks to you that way, you're like, thank you, Father. You realize, Dad's got you back, and that lifted my spirits. And so I'm looking forward to today's family bonding. I'm looking forward to going to the doctor tomorrow to see what this is, and I know it's going to be good news. I know that there's something going on. There's something I'm supposed to learn out of having this problem. But God is so good, y'all. And I always have people out there ask me, well, if you didn't have your Bible, if we didn't have our Bible or anything, how would we know what to watch out for in these end times, these end days and all this stuff, And I'm like, don't you have the Spirit of God within you? Haven't you ever been warned by the Spirit of God, you know, it's like, hey, get up from there, get up and leave now. You know, you need to watch out. There's going to be somebody crazy driving around the corner. You know, the Spirit of God, that's not the first time God has done something like that for me in my life. And I know all of you guys out there who the Spirit of God is truly awake within you have experienced similar things as that. God will always warn you. He'll always keep up with his children. All right? You don't have to read about something to look out for it. He's going to take care of you and your situation that involves you, around you. Okay, you don't have to be aware of all the stuff going on in the world and all that stuff. God will take care of you in your personal surroundings of what you need to be taken care of. So, and he's good that way. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. We got a lot going on today, and I'm gonna get off this phone. It's starting to make my eye feel weird. So, anyway, I love you guys. God bless.